Hey everybody, welcome to Rada's Gaming. I'm Rada here, and today I want to go over the Templar healing build for ESO. So, let's hop right into it. First off, I'll show you my stats. 31 Magicka, 21 health, 1763 recov, 22 spell damage, 17 crit, and 20 and 12 for resistances. Alright, so right now the best gear to be running for a healer would be Spell Power Cure, Winter's Respite, and Symphony of Blades. The reason you want to be running where's it at? The reason you want to be running Spell Power Cure, it gives you a bunch of magicka, a little bit of spell damage, but the last thing, every time you overheal, which if your teammates at full health and you heal them, it gives them major carriage for 5 seconds, increasing their weapon and spell damage by 430. So that's a lot of weapon damage you're giving your team. It says it only lasts for 5 seconds, but as long as you're healing them, it's going to have 100% uptime. It went, a while back, it went from 6 people to 12 people. So it will heal your entire group and keep it on them 100% of the time. It's a lot better than Olos. Olos might last 10 seconds, but you got to run to the circle and chase it down. And it's just not as good anymore with this set being able to have it 100% of the time. Because that 5 seconds, for an example, right here it says 5 seconds. Alright, watch me stand in this hill. You see that little, let me go right here. Let's go down right here. See where it says major carriage, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 5. As long as you're healing, it stays up 100% of the time. And it's going to do that to everybody. So it's hands down one of the best pieces in the game. Your next piece, Symphony of Blades for your monster set. It increases your healing done by 4%. And whenever an enemy you heal is under 50% of their primary resource, grants them, which restores 500 magic or stamina once every second for 6 seconds. It can affect every 18 seconds. This can be really good for resources. So they're getting 570 every 1 second for 6 seconds. That can be a lot of resources. Now, with it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that would. I don't know why it's not showing up for me. I thought it might have came up as a buff or something, but no, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure the cooldown for it, not 100%. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that cooldown is per player, not one person every 18 seconds. I'm pretty sure like it can hit one guy, and you can't use it on him for another 18 seconds. But you can hit it on another guy. But that's really good for getting resources back. Now, the next set is Winters. Winters is an amazing set. It's a passive heal. It gives you Magicka Recuv, 2 things of Max Mag, and when you cast a ground ability, it puts this giant AoE down that's going to heal for 3474 every second. Alright, it lasts 10 seconds and you can use it every 10 seconds. So you can have 100% uptime with it. It's this giant circle right here. So as long as your team is in it, they're getting healed. See how mine's healing for... Up there was a 51. 38. And you can just start down again whenever it goes. Nice passive heal. It can be really big for group content. Really hard for somebody to die in. Now, there's another set. If you're doing a trial and somebody is already running your spell power cure here, you don't want two people running spell power cure. So what you do is you trade it out for Hades. Alright? Now with this one, whenever you heal yourself or an ally with ability gain minor warmth, it creates a giant circle around you. Looks like a flying saucer. And you and your group members restore 1500 health every second. It reduces the cost of sprint, reduces the cost of block, your dodge roll. So I would definitely recommend another healer to run this in a trial, because there's stages where you'll have to block and it reduces that cost. It makes it easier to sprint, so it can save resources, and your dodge roll's cheaper if you have to get out of AoEs. Very, very nice ability to have. So your second healer should always be running Hades. I run all divines on my gear. And for weapons, you want empower to increase the healing. Then you want restores magicka, so when you heavy attack, you get those resources back. But everything should be all divines. And for your necklaces, I got one piece infused, but it's better if you run magicka and recov. You don't really want to run the infused, because max magicka or damage fast. You don't need the infused. The max magic at the 847 is going to be a lot better than recov, because you already have enough recov. Because you see where my let me go up to it. My recov is at 1761. Whenever I chuck a pot, it goes up to 2204. So it's a lot of recovery. And for the Moonstone, I run the one that increases my healing, so more stronger heals. It's really strong. For abilities, for the Templar, for your front bar, your primary, you want to run Healing Springs. It gives resources back whenever you heal. Really good AoE ability. Then you got your Energy Orb. They can pop it, get the resources back. Does an amazing heal. Breath of Life, single target heal. It's insane. Radiant Regeneration. It's a really good AoE heal. Or not AoE, but it heals up to 3 people. And 24k over 10 seconds. It's super strong. Then you have Combat Prayer. Gives them minor berserk, increasing their damage. Also a heal, plus gives them resistances. It's really nice. So you want to try to keep all these up. Then you want Warhorn. You can pop it, give your teammates extra damage. Amazing, plus it gives max resources. Very nice ability, highly recommend it. You and the tank should be running this ability and rotating them out so you can keep this up 100% uptime in a trial. You got Barrier here for your back bar ultimate. Very strong, gives everybody a humongous damage shield, and it heals for a stupid amount. Very nice. Then you want to run a Destro on your back bar, not a healing staff, and the reason why, there's 2 abilities here. You got Crushing Shock, so while your DPS is damaging, you can, and you're just passively healing, your heals tick over time, so you can stop for a second and get some of these interrupts when they're far away out of the range, so your DPS ain't got to run all the way up there. Very nice ability to have. You can help with the interrupts. And this one right here is also really good, Elemental Drain. You put it on a boss, they're going to take, reduces their physical and spell resistances. It's very nice. Also gives Magicka Steel, which is very, very good. 168 Magicka every second when you damage them. It's nice. Biting Jabs for a little bit of extra damage for when you're soloing. You really won't be using it out in trials, but whenever you're out in the world, you can use it to kill stuff. Also, Channel Focus, whenever you put this down, gives you back resources, plus it increases your resistances. Very nice. And then your Extended Ritual cleanses up to 5 people, restoring health. And it's a synergy with a 6-8-1-5 for healing when they activate that synergy. And multiple people can use it, not just one. And that's another thing with shards. The reason you run Energy Orb instead of shards, alright, so if you throw an Energy Orb, everybody can run up and pop it. Alright, so it's not just one person, everybody can hit it. With shards, if you throw a shard down, if somebody comes up and grabs it, somebody over here can't grab it. So for an example, if I would throw a shard down and I would be at full resources, I could run over and pop it and it wouldn't do nothing. And this guy over here, he's about out of resources and he needs resources because he can't do any damage. He can't run up and pop it now, so he's screwed until I throw down another shard. But if I throw an orb, everybody can pop it and give their resources back. It might not be as much as shards, but it's close. It's definitely way better. And yeah, you can slop shards also on your bar, but you would be taking away all these other great abilities that you can be using and utilizing. So that's why I don't run shards and I don't recommend them anymore. Now for champion points, the green and red tree ain't gonna matter. It's pretty standard. You got health nodes over here in the red tree. Get all those. But for your blue tree, you want to run Soothing Tide, Rejuvenator, Forced Mending, and Swift Renewal. These right here are going to give you the most out of your healing abilities and are by far the best to run, in my opinion. Also, with your passive points, put as much into healing, resistances, and critical chance as you possibly can. And if you can, you want to fill these notes out right here too. If you need to know about the champion tree, I have a guide on it I recently posted. You can go to it and it'll tell you how the champion tree works and help you figure all that out. But that is my healing guide. I hope you enjoy. Please like and follow, and thank y'all, and I'll see you